Hi everyone, my name is Aidan. We're here at LaBahn Arena, home of Wisconsin women's hockey. Today I am joined by Grace Bickett. Grace, how's the offseason been so far?
It's been great. Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to talk to you a little bit more today.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now obviously quite the successful couple of seasons here in Madison for you,
Oh, yeah.
capping this one off with another national champion. How does it feel to be a national champion again?
There's nothing better. The feeling just comes once, but maybe twice for some people. So it was great, and I had no better group to do it with.
So I want to take it all the way back before we talk a bit about this season.
Mhm.
To the very beginning, Minnesota kid, obviously.
Yes.
You're not supposed to like Wisconsin. I know there's a huge rivalry here. What made you choose Wisconsin? What stood out to you about this place?
The culture, I would say. Well, first off, my mom went here, and my mom is my role model. So I've always had a soft spot for Wisconsin, even though I'm not supposed to as a Minnesotan, obviously. And then again, like I said, the culture, like the team coming in, they were so welcoming and so kind, and you wanted to get better each day, not just for yourself, but for the people around you. Coaching staff is amazing. Mark Johnson, the accolades just go on and on with him. Same with Dan and Jackie are just great people too, which is just a fun time to come to the rink every day and put a smile on your face, and you know you're going to have some fun.
How does the recruitment process work for you? I always ask, do you find them? Do they find you? I know I've heard stories of people reaching out to coaches, or you go to a showcase and then they write your name down.
Yeah.
How did you find Wisconsin, or how did they find you?
They I think like knew of me like growing up with different like teams, triple A teams in Minnesota and high school teams, and then like obviously like you go try out for USA stuff.
Right.
So they knew of me, and then I got hurt, so my recruiting process was delayed, and then I actually reached out to them my senior year, and they reached back out to me and they showed interest, and then it worked out perfectly. So it was just like some miracle, just waiting to happen.
There you go. What was the injury? Was it a
A-
major one?
It was ACL, LCL, meniscus.
How did you do that one? Not
Soccer.
to relive that, but
Not to relive, but sophomore year soccer, and I was out a whole year. So
was it on turf?
it was actually on grass, but
Really?
it was not good grass. 7 in the morning,
Oof.
random scrimmage, and just not a great morning that day. So
No kidding.
Yeah.
Do you ever think, or at that moment, did you think, not that the hockey dream is over,
Mhm.
but that it would put a big dent in your, at least recruitment process, obviously being delayed,
Yeah.
but with your playing career?
I didn't know. I wanted to come back and be the best version of myself, and I always had dreams and aspirations of playing college hockey, so I knew that I had to work for it, and this was a little, again, divot in the road, but I knew I could work back and succeed, and maybe not. I almost, like, Wisconsin has always been my dream, and I was like, oh gosh, senior year, time's ticking, maybe I'll go somewhere and then I can work hard and transfer in, but I had a great opportunity, had a great senior year, and then all just worked out how it is. Everything happens for a reason.
Exactly. And I know most, at least players on this team, played other sports in high school. Most Division I athletes, I feel like, are multi-sport athletes at their high school. Did you think about playing soccer in college, or did you always know, okay, it's hockey for me?
I actually thought growing up I was more of a soccer player than a hockey player. And then end of middle school was when I decided, I was like, wow, it's a lot of running in soccer. And I was like, someone told me about all the running they do in college. And I was like, it's like my least favorite part of soccer. And I
Yeah.
was like, hockey is just so much fun. And like, there's not really that running aspect. I was like, oh my gosh, like I might just pursue it. And I started making teams in hockey, and then soccer. I was like making teams, but it wasn't just as fun, and that my passion kind of shifted. So
And how do you choose your position in hockey? I mean, obviously, there's some big defenders out there. You're one of those shifty, fast
Yeah.
defenders. How did you choose the blue line?
So I was actually told by coaches to not go back there because, again, I'm not the
Sure.
biggest player on the block, but I could always skate backwards, and I would say I could skate pretty well. I was pretty, again, try to say I'm a fast, shifty player. So once they saw me skate backwards and realized, like, okay, if Layla Edwards is coming down on me, I can still put up a good fight. So then they like to keep me back there.
What was the biggest difference you saw from playing while you were in high school to then coming up to Division I, playing for one of, if not the best team in the country, but also playing against some of the best teams as well, and probably I would say the best conference.
Yeah,
in women's hockey.
WCHA is definitely a great conference. I would have to say it's a speed game, a speed and a physicality game. WCHA is definitely very physical, and everyone here is the best skater, the best passer, the best shooter. So you just really got to up your game to that next level that you didn't know you could. And even going back to like summer for a couple weeks and whatnot, playing against people, and it's like, wow, like how hard or like how much you had to work to improve to the level you are in college is actually drastic, and you don't realize it till you go back home and you stop playing against Caroline Harvey and Casey O'Brien and all of them. So
Yeah, is there a difference in style of play that you notice? I was saying it's a quick game in the
mm-hmm.
WCHA. Is there a difference when you go, let's say, when we're in Nashville or New York, you're playing against non-conference teams? Is there a difference at all as far as that, or is it just, I mean, obviously the skill level might be a little different, but as far as style of play, is it any different?
I feel like Wisconsin itself, obviously each team is different.
Yeah.
You know that obviously. Wisconsin itself, big skill team, speed and skill. So like we were just watching Sims, there's
Right.
like her toe drag or like fake or like deception. It's really big on our team, and I feel like with the speed, it just speed kills, and then you can have like a Lacey Eden sharpshooter, and you got a couple goals in you. So.
Right. Yeah. I mean, we're just looking right. I mean, you can't see behind this wall. By the way, so many great photos. I mean, I don't know. We have to get room for another one.
I know,
hopefully,
another
a few
one.
more. I don't know what they're gonna do with that. Maybe
Just add another wall.
Yeah, exactly. Just
out.
add another wall, and then we'll start from there.
Yeah.
But obviously, we were talking about her toe drag, which is something that you know you're gonna get it 90% of the time, but nobody's ever really figured out how to stop it. It's always gonna go to the back of the net. So my question for you is, knowing your teammates and their moves, who's the hardest player to defend against in practice?
In practice, it's hard to say because, like, again, everyone has their moves. I would almost say Kelly Gorbatenko is pretty hard to defend because she is very good at going wide. I almost want people to try and like go through my triangle. It's called my stick, because then I can like either poke it away or take their body and kind of get some movement. But if they are a big player and they get their feet moving and go wide, it's pretty hard to defend. So I would say Kelly Gorbatenko is really good at driving the net. She's strong too, so I would give it to her.
She is one of, I mean, obviously it's tough with so many Olympians on this team. She's one player that always goes under the radar. She's so underrated. I know Greeny and I, whenever Kelly gets a penalty, it's like she gets a penalty for just being too big. She's so physical. There's nothing you could do. Someone will run into her and it's like running into a brick wall. Like I'd be scared. She's already tall, but then you get the skates on. It's like,
oh gosh. Then there's three of them.
Exactly.
So there's three Gorbatenkos.
Exactly. No kidding. What a player she is. Obviously, one of the players getting an A on her sweater. Talk about the leadership team, obviously, with Lacey and KK being the captain, Layla, Marianne, and Kelly with the alternate captains. It's usually in college a team full of captains because everyone was a captain on their junior team or their high school team. But talk about what it's like playing under the leadership of those players with a lot of experience in the Olympics and just in the NCAA.
Yeah, they all have their fair share of experience, as you said, but each one brings their own unique trait to being a leader. So if I'm starting with Marianne Picard, right away when I came in freshman year, she was giving me a hug and so like thoughtful and kind and just so energetic, bubbly, and I always wanted to be around her. So she is like bringing almost that fun aspects. You got Kelly Gorbatenko, one of my best friends on the team. I actually live with her now, so I can go on and on about Kelly, but she brings a lot of faith to the team, and she's always showing up and has your best interests at heart. So I'd say like her heart and her like drive, and she's always like first one on the ice, last one to get off type of girl. And I could just go on and on about her, like I said. You got Lacey Eden. Lacey, she's really improved, and she always is finding that like next level in her game, and she does the small things. So she's always like, hey, like do this, and like maybe you should work on this. And then she's also like, oh, you want to like go play pickleball, like on and off the ice, just always like doing the small things, making you feel a part of the team. And then obviously Layla Edwards, I mean, her skill is one and none. Like her skill, and it's something that I'm mesmerized by, and I wish I had that shot. So still working on that part, but we're going to get there eventually. So I'm taking after her on there, and just, again, very kind, good person. Everyone of our team is great people. And then we're going on to Caroline Harvey. I just never seen a skater like her before. I'm playing on defense with her is just like, I'm like, you do your thing. I'll be right here, just watching you, mesmerized. I bet the other team is too. So I'm going to really miss all of them next year, obviously, and they're all going to have great futures ahead of them. Kelly coming back, obviously, but for the rest of them, they're going on, doing bigger, better things.
Yep. So I know you said Kelly is probably the hardest player to defend against. Now, I know when you guys play sewer ball at the very beginning,
Yeah.
she's always the one grabbing the ball and the speaker, and I asked a couple players this season if they thought she was the best, and they said she wasn't. So who do you think is the best at sewer ball? Is it Kelly, or is she just the one that brings the vibes?
I would say Kelly has 2 left feet sometimes, but she tries. That's what we love about her.
Love it.
Who's the best at sweet? Adela. Adela is pretty good.
It's the European.
It's the European
yeah.
soccer maybe, but Adela, I always have a good time playing against her. Sims would maybe say her claim to fame is Sui, so I would give it to her a little bit too. But I would say Adela.
Not you. You don't want to back the soccer player.
I win a fair share. I would say that, but I'm gonna pass it on to someone else. But I'll take second place.
Okay.
I'll take second.
We'll take that.
We'll take that. I'll have to play again versus Adela, and I'll let you know, maybe a 1v1.
Okay. Fair enough. Obviously, I mean that's one of my favorite things in hockey is just, because I mean the professional teams do it. Did you guys do that in high school? Is that a thing that just once you play hockey, you know that's a huge part of the warm up process?
I would say so, especially once you got older. People playing is it hacky sack now?
I'm seeing that all over.
Everywhere, people are playing hockey now. So I've never done that. So maybe I'll get into that. I don't know. That seems a little bit harder.
It does, yeah.
But I don't know. We'll figure it out.
What's another part of your pregame routine? I know a lot of people like to get super locked in, and then other people are just super lax and chill. They want to loosen up a little bit. Are you more of the locked in type, or are you more of the loosened up type?
I used to be the locked in, headphones, not talk to anyone, but then college came about, and it's just everyone. I'm very close to Claire Enright and Marianne Picard, and they're just bouncing around. So I was like, I'm just gonna bounce around. So I go and I play this light game with Raya, Mackenzie Jones, and Lacey Eden, and we're hitting the little lights when they turn on, and that gets your coordination and your focus down, I would say. And then Sui, obviously, and I'm just laughing, having a time. I feel the more relaxed I am in that aspect, and just knowing that hockey's a game, you're supposed to have fun. I feel that's when I play my best hockey.
Yeah. Is that light game, did Raya bring that about, or was that there before?
Raya did, because we didn't have it last year, and it's great. I might need to get some of my own because it's really fun. Your reaction times, you just want to keep getting better.
Yeah, I've seen stuff like that at the arcade, and I remember a couple times I'll just be looking down at you guys in the corner, and
you're just staring.
What? This is crazy. Such a cool.
You're gonna have to give it a try.
I want to.
Yeah.
I really I need to.
You need to ask Raya.
I will. That's a good idea. Next season, I'm gonna be.
Yeah. Jake does it.
Does he really?
Yeah. Jake does it.
Is he good at it?
He's actually really good at it. Yeah, and you can change your colors, so I'm impressed by him.
You know he played hockey when he was a kid. Did he tell you that?
Actually, no, he
probably
hasn't.
too embarrassed to. Sorry, Jake, but
Jake's a little shy.
A little shy.
a little shy. Great guy though.
Fantastic guy. Best guy on the planet. But yeah, he said he played a little bit of hockey growing up.
No way.
I see that he's got the.
Yeah, he's got the coordination down. So I would love to see him play.
So at the very beginning, obviously you're coming into, like we talked about earlier, to a very competitive conference, a very competitive league or team. Who are some of the players, whether they're defenders or not, that helped you acclimate the best? It doesn't have to be upperclassmen; it can be lowerclassmen as well. But just helping you get used to Division I hockey, getting used to the college world, because you're a hockey player, but you're also a student that is coming from high school, and you got to, learn to live almost on your own in a way. So, who are some of the players or teammates that helped you with that?
I would say for the hockey and school part, I would give it to Ava McNaughton, because Ava McNaughton is a biochem major and I'm a bio major. And so that part, juggling both athletics and obviously academics, is quite difficult at times. And especially as a STEM major, she really was oh, you should take this class, whatever. And she's the DARs and everything she is able to figure out. And obviously she's a great goaltender. And so she is amazing in pushing me, maybe making my shot a little bit better. It's always a great day when I score on Naughty.
Yeah.
And then again, Kelly was always so welcoming. And then in my class, me and Maggie were really close, and we were oh, let's go to skills in the morning. We were actually roommates freshman year too. Nice. So we were oh, let's wake up and go. So definitely them too. And then again, Viv and Caroline are just great hockey defenders, and I want to mimic my game, maybe get a combination of both their games together. So I always like to watch them or play with them and kind of pick up on their mechanisms.
Was that Raya that just walked by? I was we should have asked her if she had the lights on.
Oh my gosh, that would have literally been perfect. She definitely did. That backpack was full.
It looked full. She had the neck pillow. I mean,
she was ready to go.
She was ready to bolt.
She was ready to go to Canada. She could run with the lights and everything to Canada.
The best thing about so obviously CFL and Canadian Football League, it's not I guess, that bad. Especially here, it's not big
Yeah.
at all. Here, she's a Cowboys fan, which, I'm a Cowboys fan too, which I get clowned by Kelly all the time for being a Cowboys fan. But I loved hearing that. I'm like, someone from Canada picked the Cowboys. I don't know why. I don't know if you're into football or not.
I'm not huge into football,
okay.
but like, go Vikings. They're just always a little disappointing at the end of it. But
of course, I get it. I'm a Cowboys fan.
yeah.
Very disappointing. The Wild, though.
The Wild is second round. They haven't done that in 15 years,
I think, yeah, something like that. It's been a long time.
I'm so excited.
You've been watching the games?
They had a high-scoring game.
Like
what was it?
9-6.
9-6.
Wow,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Goalie's got to figure it out.
I know,
maybe,
but we're going for the Wild all the way. We have faith.
I'm happy. I'm a Kings fan, right? So the Avalanche just swept us.
Yeah.
They scored.
You scored.
I personally scored. The Kings scored, I think, 5 goals in the entire series or something like that. Wild already scored 6 in the first game. I'm like, I really hope you guys can.
Yeah, they have such a good team this year, so it's exciting.
So good.
I know.
So, one of my favorite moments of this season here at LaBahn, right toward the end of the game.
Oh, yeah.
You're crashing the net.
I was playing basically forward.
You're basically playing forward. You score.
Yes.
Crowd goes insane.
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about that moment.
Oh, best day ever.
Yeah.
I mean, you can only imagine you scoring your first goal, especially as a defender in NCAA at LaBahn, best crowd, best fans in the nation. And I was just ecstatic. Cassie Hall had a perfect pass to me, KK with the perfect breakout, and I was like, it's my moment. It was like, I just focus in on that. It's like everything's in slow motion, and I was like, wow, I've done this before. I've done this in practice a bunch of times. And so I just had a great chance, and I was set up, and I had amazing teammates, and they made me feel so special, and I think everyone needs to experience that.
Now, I know it's not like the most important part of a defender's game to score, but did you feel like you kind of lifted something off your back after you scored that goal?
Yeah, because it's like the first one's like check, done and done. I can do it again now. So
of course.
I'm going to do it multiple times next year. Get ready.
Remember, you got to score a hat trick.
I have to score a hat trick.
We
have to make the bet.
We're making the bet.
So
we made a
bet.
Well, hold on. Someone didn't follow through.
I didn't fall through. What was the bet about?
I don't remember. I don't think I would have said hat trick. That's kind of messed up of me to say that. But I think we said goal.
I think it was a goal.
But I think you did the job defensively. That's all we can ask for.
So steady D over here.
Just some steady D. That's all we need.
Steady D.
But now next season.
Yeah, next season, watch out.
We need the hat trick. That's definitely what we need. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's great that you did it at home in front of, like you said, it's probably the best atmosphere in the country. I don't know if
biased, but obviously.
Well, to be fair, I don't know if you saw the WCHA hockey Instagram. They surveyed a bunch of players, said what's the best place to play, and a lot of them said their own barn, but then most of them said LaBahn. I don't think a couple of them said Ritter because it's close to home. But as far as atmosphere, they all said LaBahn Arena, and it's truly the best atmosphere in college hockey. Even when you're going away, in Mankato, for example, 90% Badger fans. I mean, how much does that help you to obviously play at LaBahn in front of all these fans, but to go away from home, even as far as upstate New York, and still have a lot of Wisconsin fans chanting your guys' name.
There's nothing like it, and we couldn't do it without them because that energy they bring, I don't even know if they realize how much they mean to us, and we talk about it all the time about how great they are, and they're family to us, and we know a lot of them are super fans, especially the ones that show up every game. They're just such great people, and it makes us play our best hockey because we're excited, they're excited, and again, the atmosphere is like no other.
It's incredible. I mean, literally, I
was
so shocked to see it. No matter where. They travel so well. Like you said, the super fans, they're always making the trip.
Oh, yeah.
It's incredible to me that the Badgers can play in any arena in the country. 9 times out of 10, there's going to be more Badger fans there than whatever team is hosting. It's truly incredible. There's Badgers all over the country that love, obviously, hockey. I've been watching forever. Of course, watching the most successful women's hockey program.
Oh, yeah.
Hockey program in general. It's unreal to see the support that you guys get from all the super fans. Not even the super fans, but just any former Badger. I'm going to go catch again. It's great.
Yeah.
It's unreal. But going back to the Olympic break, obviously losing a lot of players to the point with injuries too. We're talking how Mac had to go play forward. And I know we already talked about this. I think we talked about it a couple times, but just for the record here.
Mac played forward.
Why is that not you?
I know. I was I think they're eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And then they're like, Mac has a long stick. F3 she is. And so her and Jackie were getting like, she was getting talked to by Jackie and was like, okay, you're just going to stay at the top of the circles and you're going to go as F3. And she's like, okay. And it was just so funny because she was so good at it.
Right.
And she doesn't play forward. And she was like, maybe it's my knack if they need me, versatile. I was like, there you go. I was like, maybe I'll take a shot at it, but we'll never know. Maybe next year, maybe I'll get a shot forward.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year I'll
you
just
can make
say
the switch. Layla Edwards, you know.
Yeah, Layla Edwards. I mean, a couple of people have done it now. I could see it.
Joy Dunn. I mean,
Joy Dunn,
everyone's switching around.
Mhm.
I think you can totally do it, and that
can
helps
do it.
with the hat trick thing too.
Yeah, the hat trick thing would be a little bit easier. I'm just gonna stay in front of the net and just work on my tips. So.
Just ask Kelly. Be like,
Yeah.
yo, get in there, get some.
Yeah.
Be like a Corey Perry, you know, be
Yeah.
able to pass and just.
Yeah, and just everywhere, just tap it in. Just no effort, tap it in.
I think that's a pretty good idea, in my opinion.
I love that idea.
Okay.
I'll consider it.
We'll work on that.
Okay.
Okay, next season. We'll
season.
make it. We'll make it.
I have a couple months to think about it.
Yeah.
And then I'll let you know.
Okay.
Great.
Now, I don't know if you remember Badger. She plays in the PWHL now, of course. Anna Wilgren.
Yes.
Great defender, obviously. So I asked her my freshman year. I was like, okay, would you rather have a game-winning overtime goal or in overtime make the game-saving defensive play? Curious what you think about that. Would you rather have the goal, or as a defender, would you rather have the defensive stop?
The goal would be really cool, but that's not usually my role. I would almost like that amazing like block save, like you dive and block a shot that like could have been a tap-in goal. Like I feel like that's like so rewarding because it's like the things people don't really notice, but in a time like overtime, it matters and people really do notice it. And then maybe from that, like a crazy sauce across to like again like a Sims just sniping bar down, and then it's like, oh, because you started that play. I like being the play starter almost, like a sis type of girl. So I would maybe say that.
All right.
What did she say?
She said she'd rather make the game saving stuff. Yeah. So I mean that's gotta do your job. Like you said, you can throw it up to Sims, but if you're making that defensive play, that's a game saver. A lot of people don't really think about that because they love the goals and that's what the highlights show. But yeah, I mean, if you can save a game with a defensive play,
there's nothing like it.
What else do you want?
Yeah.
So obviously, you're still one of the younger players on this team, but you've been around now for a lot of experience, obviously, with this team going pretty far and all that. How do you think your leadership role had changed from last year to now? Again, still being one of the younger players, but now having a little more experience than obviously some of the freshmen and some other players as well.
I would say I'm a pretty social person. So right away, I just a little bit. So I would say on and off the ice, I really just want to bring good energy, and I want to like make sure everyone feels like included and welcome, because the best chemistry you can have is just if everyone's happy, having fun, and love each other. So I would say I definitely want everyone to feel welcome, and me and Kelly, I would say, are the planners. So like we plan activities, like let's go play pickleball, like let's whatever, because like off ice is just as important as on ice. And then on ice, obviously, I love to just almost be competitive. I like if I'm 1v1ing Lacey, for instance, we have this like one drill. I'm always like, oh, you see that? Like, did you see me just beat you? Like, are you gonna take that? And I just think that's the funnest thing ever. And me and Kelly and Maggie and Ava McNaughton did like a 3v3 tournament this weekend, and I'm going against Kelly, and she's just like, I'm just laughing the whole time, and she's like, oh my gosh, and I'm like, it's okay, winners win, like just I kind of like that, like very like light banter to like make people smile and like have like a good time. And then obviously like I like to bring stuff to the ice too, like make the plays, make the passes. But yeah, I would say my leadership style is I'm a vocal leader, and I'll always be there for you. If you ever need someone, I'm there. I'm just wanting to be a good teammate, friend, because again, you're family here. So
of course, I mean, how important is it to have good team morale off the ice? How do you think that contributes to the good chemistry on the ice that obviously leads to all of this?
All of this and one more.
And one more, right? We gotta add one more.
It's huge, because if you didn't all have the same goals, if you didn't have the same values, I mean, everyone would be on different pages, and it would show in your game. I feel like some teams have that, where it's like some people are checked out, or some people are just not into it, and like maybe they'll like if they could miss a pass, but more importantly just like not be on the same like page, which is what I would feel like. And then again, like Minnesota, we had just this random thing where we would go like this. So like people after they would score at Minnesota during like Olympics. So again, like the bench was short, Mac on forward, all that stuff. And everyone, I feel like other teams maybe would be like, this is awful. Like, I can't believe it's happening. But we were like, let's do this, guys. Yeah. Like, we just were playing like Bright Side and like all this stuff. And it was just like, we were all together and we were all as one. So it's nothing like it.
Who's the DJ in the locker room?
Who's the DJ? It switches.
Okay.
I would say, but Sims, Chloe Baker are usually the main two. Sometimes Lainey gets on there.
Okay.
So I like Lainey's music.
Okay.
Layla sometimes on there too. Lainey, Layla, or Lainey is more like country, and Layla is like Billie Eilish.
Got it. So, who's the worst DJ? I'm putting you on the spot here, Grace. I have to.
We actually had this question, I think, for like a media thing.
Did you? Okay.
Like, no, it was like, who is the best? And no one said Sims, and she got so angry. So I can't do that. But like,
so you're not gonna say?
I'm not gonna say it.
But
Sims.
If you wanna,
I'm just kidding, Sims.
We'll leave it at that.
I was just kidding.
We'll leave it at that. Obviously, yeah, the great chemistry leading to success on the ice. So important to have that off the ice.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, heading to Boston for next season.
Yeah.
What's the biggest takeaway that you've had from your time here at Wisconsin?
Enjoy it, because everything goes by fast. I have 2 years left of college hockey, and just the other day I was coming in as a freshman and I was mixing up Lacey and Laney's name. And I was like, I need to remember it. So I would just say enjoy it. It goes by fast. I mean, that's so cliche, but it really does. And just work and be your best self. And I think getting like a little bit better each day and doing something new each day, because Madison's such a great town and you have such great friends and community here. So you can just really take it in.
Yeah, and you obviously picked a pretty good city to go to as well.
Oh, yeah.
What's the excitement level for that? Obviously, it's the off season right now. You've got some time before you head over. But, I mean, yeah, just the excitement level. Playing for a really good program as well.
I'm super excited. Yeah. So, I mean, Wisconsin is one of a kind, but so is Boston College, and all opportunities to come. I'm thrilled, and I think we'll have a good squad over there. So, and a great coaching staff, just like here, obviously. They're like, they call her Kinger, the main coach, and then Max, the D coach, and they've just been so welcoming right away and like made me feel really loved and appreciated. So, and the girls there are just very similar to here, actually, just very funny, nice, and great hockey players. So, I'm excited for those next steps.
Did that come all the way up here?
I think that did.
That's crazy.
Okay, that kind of scared me, but yeah, it was good.
That's awesome. I mean, have you reached out to a lot of your future teammates yet? Have you talked? Obviously, you know the coaching staff, and you know a lot of the players as well. But I mean, have they reached out at all to make you feel at home already?
Yes. Well, one of them's graduating, but Lacey Aidan, one of her best friends, was the goalie this year. So like I've texted her a little bit, and then I went to visit like Boston, obviously, make sure I loved the place before saying the okay. And they were just really super, super nice, funny, and made me feel really at home. So I knew when I was going on campus, I was gonna get taken care of well. I mean, just like here. So yeah, I'm excited.
I know the Badgers had played BC a couple of times in the last couple of years. I don't know if obviously the schedule's not really out yet, but I'm hoping we play. I don't know if you know.
I don't know if we play next year, but hopefully the year after. Yeah. Maybe I can like use my connections, make something work.
You should.
I know Wisconsin plays BU, but here, I think. So I was like, but maybe next year when they're at BU, if that's a thing. Then, but hopefully I can just make BC, and then maybe for like Natty, we both win, and then Hockey East plays WCHA. That would be really cool. Yeah. I think that could be fun. So I'm kind of manifesting that. So you gotta think that too. Really get it good. So I think that'd be cool.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Kelly said I could walk her, and Ava said she'd let me score. So watch out.
Oh, okay. Hold on. All right.
Yeah. All right. Gotta keep that down. I wrote it down in like a notebook. So it's written.
All right.
It's written.
It's on paper.
It's on paper. It's real.
It's official.
Yeah.
Got it. Well, obviously we've enjoyed watching you play these last couple of years in Wisconsin. Wishing you all the best of luck in Boston. Thanks for doing this interview. Obviously,
of course,
I'm glad we could do it before you head off, and we're all going to be keeping tabs on you in Boston next year.
Go Eagles.
Go Eagles. So, hey, good luck with that. Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks everyone for watching. Grace Bickett, Aidan Michaels. We'll see you next season.